Anyway, welcome back. Anyway. Times are funny, eh? The seasons that we're presented with. A lot of people think like, man, I want to live in the end times because they'll be the greatest. And here they are. They're not the greatest. The only time they're the greatest is when you decide to play with your character. That's when they're the greatest. Other than that, it's like you get left behind, right? One of those stupid terms. It's just like these little group in this Bible had this opportunity, right? There's 400 of them. Well, actually, every church age there was certain numbers, but in this last one there was 400, right? But in this age, your age, everybody gets an opportunity, right? You just gotta do it. But this is a call for the leaders, right? These are the leaders in the front. It's like the community is going to be expecting you to help them, right? Because there's some who are just way off and they're never going to hear this. But there's some who will hear this and just like, you can just do something or not do something, right? It's up to you. You are the God of your own body, right? It's like that mind that you've been blessed with, right? And it's like, and you did the right thing was by eating the right thing for a reason. Like everything has a reason, right? It's just like there's a place. So all those people, those angels who became devils, who want to become angels again, right? So there's like a purpose. There's like a sinew of forgiveness, if you will, in a blanket. And so we have this blanket that's kind of grown, and then in there, right, is people who've been woven to give an opportunity. So you think like, well, why am I hearing this, right? And why am I keep going? Like, why do I fucking just not just like, right? Because there's something that's telling you keep going. This is my opportunity, you fucking human. So that's what your band's coming behind you right here. And then he's like this food that you're like, maybe hopefully you ingested by now, and hopefully it's working, because it'll be closer for this guy. All of a sudden it'll just, right? And then you'll hear, it's like it there, and it's like hopefully you're just eating healthy by now, but maybe some people aren't, right? It's just all the food, this journey. What food do you bring with you on your journey? Healthy food, right? So this Lucifer guy, Jesus, right? He's gonna come out of his foxhole, and he's gonna go there and make his den, make himself home, and check his gold. How much gold do I have? Right? How much money? It's just like, everything in order? It's like, yeah, we have one government, we have one money. It's all one. It's like, it's all for you, master. And then he'll kill his servants. Bitches. Everyone's someone's bitch, right? You have to be. Here's the interesting part. In this game, you have these people who say, I'm an atheist. Do you know what actually, it automatically puts them in the negative? Just in the negative. Even if they had a positive of, say, 250 all of a sudden, just by saying those words, right? So, you gotta watch what you say. It's just all of a sudden, like, because there's two gods, right? They both go on both sides. And all of a sudden you announce that, and they're just like, we don't even need him, right? Let's give him minus. Until he changes his mind, they'll put, right? It's just a game with terms. There's terms that have to be played out and just monitored, right? It's like everybody has to play by something to keep some structure, right? And so what you're learning is just a structure, the outline of what you are and who you are and why you're gonna die, right? And why you live. And so it's just, I don't know. It's a bringing together of like-minded people almost. It's almost like the time of Moses, if you say, because everything is coming together, right? These people on a trek, if they decide to take that route, there's so many different routes to take, like I said. Don't feel confined to one journey, right? It's your journey. But just as long as that journey is filled with good food, The food is the main thing, right? Just how do you take this journey? Alone, as a journey, as a community, right? There's so many different ways, but you just take it. That's all I say, take it. Because you have this opportunity to be that leader, right? Because they need you. Your community needs you. It's just like if you hear this and all of a sudden you look around and you're kind of like, I guess I know what I'm doing, right? I'm getting ready. It's almost like you're that hobbit in that movie. How much opportunity did he have? Remember his friends came there and he was sitting there and his life was all perfect and he's like, oh, this is great, right? And they go make a mess of his kitchen and all of a sudden they're just kind of like, okay, well, you're on this journey and you have to make a decision like right now. He's like, oh, what? Right now, I was just about to have a bath. I love my bubble baths. They're the best thing in the whole world, right? You're just like, fuck you little puss. You're never going to have a bath after this. Fuck, your bath will be the fucking smoke. You fucking little cunt, right? And it'll be fucking better for you than a fucking bubble bath you're in, you fucking little shit. Right? Exactly like that. And that's exactly how they'll treat you. And you'll just get stronger. And you'll used to it, right? But you'll need it. After a while, it'll be normal, right? That's the sad part. But it just has to be done. You start thinking about what kind of sword I should get. You know what I mean? And just kind of like about, it'll be fine. Because bullets run out. Right? They eventually run out. I think, oh, about these bullets, it's like, oh, let's just let them keep shooting. We'll sit here and have our meal. Put out the dummy, or else the hologram. And they're shooting a hologram for the next hour. And it's just like, is he done yet? Fuck, let's go kill this guy. Right? It's just, technology will just be crazy. It's like, you'll be fighting these robots with demons. Right? But then if you know how these demons work, you can outrank them and outfight them, even in those things. And it would be fun. And we could do it together. It's because we understand our enemy. We know what he does, right? We understand Lucifer. Because we fucking studied the guy to a fucking T. So you can almost predict. There's a probability. It's like, I think I know the next 3 moves. You'll be okay, sweet, right? And you have to go with the moves. Because it's a fun, like fighting. You kind of know your opponent. Now my opponent, I know that he likes the uppercut and right? And so when you're in a fight, you kind of have to guess with it and you kind of watch your opponent, right? And the one who loves himself more and kind of is more comfortable with himself is going to win. You think, well, how are you going to win? It's like, because of how you feel about yourself. Then you'll win. Love thyself, and it's like you'll never lose, right? And so it's just all of this being grounded as a person. But people is just unbroken, right? It's just having that first step to like yourself. Because you're taught to hate yourself by these commercials, by the Bible telling you it's like, well, if you look at the guy, you're gay, right? It's like, well, no, right? It's like hate. It's like, that's all you know. All you know is negativity. All you know is just bad things, right? And so that's what society is. So in a sense, you're walking away to become that leader, but in a sense, you're walking away to live. A lot of those people, some you can't save, right? You can go there and preach and you're that one trying to, but, right? It's just, sometimes you can't. And that's the bad part, is when you can't. It's like you think like, well, that's a lot of people. It's like, yes, that is. That is, right? It's like, after a while, when you come back from this journey, you're going to go and like goats. I want to call you sheep, but no, you'll be goats. They'll be feisty little fuckers. You won't be able to fucking get a hold of you, right? And then you guys will be together and they'll kind of just be like, oh, just leave them alone, right? They're harmless, but we know we're scared of them. But they won't say it, right? It's like there's power in that food, and when you're energized, like you're this energizer bunny with lots of energy, right? It's just, demons can't go near you. Like those that are in those people, right? If there's people that are left like that, right? And they won't, because nature doesn't want them there anymore, because they're not welcome, because we're in a different frequency zone, right? And so it just will the standards will increase as time goes on. And so you think like, well, I'm okay at 500. It's like, you better increase your frequency, right? Because it's like you're on the slope. You're on the slope going down to a fun time of just reaching perfection, which is 1,000. Your goal is to get to 1,000. So when you get to 1,000, that means that you're like you're almost like an angel. You're just it's like wow, you reached a stage that's just surpassingly amazing, right? And then you're just kind of like, well, how is this? You're amazing. So 500 is like you think like, oh, that's an end goal. No, that's the beginning. The end is 1,000, right? That's the most for humans, right? Because it's like you can't go any higher, but even at 1,000, you can still do things, right? And you can still build so much. It's just kind of like wow. And so anymore is just it could be crazy, right? It's just different levels for different seasons, things like that.